This is the laser cutter. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I made it and how laser cutters work in general. All the electronics are underneath this mess of wire. The motors are connected to the wagons and the belt tensioners. The belt goes all the way around. So this is a diode laser. So it has very intense light at around 250 mm, which is why it gives off this purplish color. And the light basically vaporizes the wood at the focal point, and then the places around it, it chars, so that's how you get the color. Works a little bit differently from a CO2 laser, which has infrared light, but since this is visible light, you have to wear goggles, otherwise you could damage your eyes. So this is it engraving on wood. It is a little bandy, but it did work. So since it was engraving, it was going pretty fast, but if it stays in one spot for a long time, it could burn the wood. This is fixed focus, meaning you have to move the diode up or down to change where focus is on the wood. This is the laser cutting cardboard. Cardboard is a lot less dense than wood, so I'm going to try cutting it in a single pass, meaning instead of going over the same spot multiple times, it's just going to go through once a little bit slowly, but laser should go all the way through because the focal point's at the center, meaning that once you just press it a little bit lightly, any parts that you make should come out. For thinner plywood, you can also cut it with multiple passes at high power. The only thing is that it chars a little bit at the sides, so the parts aren't as clean as you can see with this cardboard. The part comes out with very little pressure, but as you can see, there still is some ash on the side, and some of it gets on your hands. But after putting the card together, you get this plane. It's not extremely clean. You can see a little bit of fringes, but it did come out, my opinion, pretty good for something so small. I also tested out engraving on different pieces of wood, different types of material, and just pretty much anything I could find around the house. So that was pretty much it for now. I am planning to upgrade it a little bit later, but for now you can find everything in the GitHub repo in the description.